Hey, what's up, dog? You should already know who it is. In case you don't, my name is Crescent. We already know we're returning to Alfheim. However, you and I obviously don't know why. But I do have some theories. Atreus is so infatuated with the light of Alfheim and the realm itself. It all started right before Kratos was about to step into the light with the Bifrost.
Wait, it's singing. I hear her! I told you I heard her! Do you think she's in there? Oh, that really hurt. I felt like my hand was on fire.
Stay here.
But I want to
Stay here.
He heard his mother's voice and wanted to step in, hoping he'd be able to see her again or hear her again. However, even before this, he had already heard other spirits' voices in his head.
Huh?
Again, I said nothing.
Weird. Could have sworn you said something.
What is it, boy?
Voices! You don't hear that?
I hear nothing.
It's going away now. It was screaming. Lots of voices. Angry. You really didn't hear that?
No.
It felt evil.
It is a crucial detail to point out that Atreus only ever hears voices here in this realm and not any other. This is because the voices are coming directly from the spirits in the land of Alfheim. In case you might not be too familiar with how death works, in God of War, when one dies, a fragment of their soul is sent to the light of Alfheim in order to be reincarnated, once again beginning the cycle of life. The ring temple encapsulating the light of Alfheim is representative of this cycle of rebirth. In the novel titled Lore and Legends, it contains journal entries written by Atreus, these events taking place 1 year into Fimbulwinter or 1 year after God of War. Numerous times, Atreus dreams about the light of Alfheim. This fuels his curiosity even further as he asks Kratos what he heard and saw when he was in the light. So let's take a step back and take a look at what we've established. When we first traveled to the realm of the light elves and the dark elves, Atreus heard voices in his head multiple times. Then once Kratos was standing in front of the light, Atreus heard his mother's voice coming from it. He then not only asked Kratos what he saw while he was inside the light, but he continued to ask even a year after this took place. Adding on to this, he even dreamt about the light. He expands on this in a journal entry, writing, "The storms are getting worse. It's getting colder. I'm not sleeping very well. I have weird dreams and I wake up with a bunch of questions not even Mimir can answer. I keep dreaming about the light of Alfheim. I wish Father would tell me more about what he saw inside. He says he felt only moments pass. He also says Mother wasn't in there. But the way he says it, I'm not sure I believe him. Standing outside the light, I felt her." Atreus and all giants for that matter are gifted with foresight to the future. The way they envision it could vary from giant to giant. However, in Atreus' case, he experiences prophetic dreams. We see how his last vision will come true, as in the God of War Ragnarok trailer, we see how Atreus is now taller in the same scene.
What was that?
Your ball! You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Who are you? Are you a calm and reasonable person?
The reason Mimir can't answer any of his questions regarding his strange dreams is because, well, these events haven't happened yet. Or what if Mimir is holding back and not telling Atreus on purpose? It can seem as if the spirits are reaching out to him in his dreams. Clearly, this means this realm of light will play a considerable role in Atreus' character development. What if Kratos finally tells the truth of what he saw, and then one of his goals will be to step into the light and discover for himself what Kratos saw? What if both Kratos and Atreus need to step inside in a desperate attempt to escape from Odin and Freyr, who were searching for them in this realm? However, the most likely reason why I think they'd step into it is because they need to communicate to Faye. One thing I didn't even know is how Faye was actually showing Kratos key moments on our journey, like the boat in Alfheim and us crossing the bridge to reach Jotunheim's final, highest peak. They would seek the light for past knowledge from other spirits or to speak to Faye, but during this they would get interrupted and be pulled out, turning into a boss fight between us and Freyr. And the reason we'd be fighting Freyr would be because Freya tricked him into thinking Kratos and Atreus murdered Baldur in cold blood. Another topic I'd like to talk about is whether or not Freyr will or has already returned to Alfheim. Now that the Light Elves have control of the light, what if one of them rose up to king or was appointed by all his brethren as the king of Alfheim? How would Freyr react to this if he returned? The reason why I say if he returned is because of this journal entry. The light is ours again, but there is no time to lose. Only the return of Lord Freyr can secure peace. Surely we are liberated by forces sent forth by his command, like the sword of legend. But Freyr himself remains lost, and now we must come to his aid. Some believe he has returned to Valheim, while others believe he is held in Asgard. Both paths are now found shut. With the temple secure, all elfkind is called away to seek our lost lord. Odin could be attempting to torture Freyr into giving him control of Alfheim and the elves in order to have them aid him in battle, or simply to rule the realm, removing it as a potential threat. One thing I'd like to point out is how it says, all elfkind is called away to seek our lost lord. Could this mean the light elves decided to share control of the light? Or perhaps how the dark elves were made slaves? Or maybe even how the light elves only see themselves as the true elves, and the dark elves are seen as less. Mimir also told us how Freyr directed the construction of the ring temple built around the light of Alfheim, how he was regarded as a lord by the elves of both sides. That's definitely another thing for us to think about, because now we have to wonder why the light elves are attacking us. Is Freyr ordering them, a new light elf king, or are they being controlled by Freya or even Odin? As Mimir has told us, Odin is very familiar with magic, being taught back when he was married to Freya. One of my many thoughts is how at some point during Fimbulwinter, Freyr returns to Alfheim. Here's the theory of how I believe Freyr will return to it, and how he will deal with the situation. At some point during Fimbulwinter, this Norse god of light has now finally returned to the realm of light. At this moment in time, the Light Elves are in complete control of the light of Alfheim. He makes his way through the realm, and upon returning to the Light Elves, they all bow and welcome their lord. Freyr is informed that Fimbulwinter is currently happening and how soon it will be over. However, he asks why no Dark Elves are in sight. The Light Elves explain how a man and a young boy killed the Dark Elf king, and because of this, they scattered. Seeing as how they were the only ones left, they took control of the light. Freyr grows angry and explains how they should have fought alongside the Dark Elves. It is because of this, Freyr abandons Alfheim for good. The Light Elves then become enraged and seek revenge against Kratos and Atreus, believing that they are the reason Freyr has left their presence. That's my theory for today, dog. I definitely want to say how I truly do appreciate the support on my second latest video, where I did a fan novelization of God of War Ragnarok. That video is doing insane right now. So I definitely appreciate it. It's getting likes, so that definitely shows me that you're enjoying it, and it's getting comments too. Because I'm telling you, when I get comments on a video saying good theory or can't wait for the next one, that just instantly puts a smile on my face. So the fact that it's getting this much support, man, I really couldn't ask for more. So I really do, from the bottom of my heart, man. This is really what I want to pursue, and who knows, maybe even Santa Monica Studios is looking at these fan videos and they're like, dang, this guy's actually a really good storyteller. He's a good story writer. We might hire him. That would be the dream. Anyways, though, if you would like to see me make a theory on something, let me know in the comments. Go forth in the name of Ragnarok.
You seem like a calm and reasonable person.